What's going on, everybody? Justin here. Today I wanted to go over the Bricklink Designer Series 6 sets that just got announced yesterday. I haven't really taken a look at these sets yet, so this is going to be just my initial reaction and then what I think the prices might be. So again, Bricklink is kind of voted on to see what sets get chosen. It may not always be the best five that you think. Maybe there's other reasons why some of them get chosen, such as Lego has something similar in the works or whatever they want to decide. But on October 6th, when you go in to buy these sets, each of the finalists, which is going to be under current programs, Series 6, each of these five are going to be made so long as they sell at least 3,000 copies, which basically always happens. You can do this on October 6th, which means they will likely be shipping in October of 2026. Long time away, but kind of the process and refining and retuning kind of what the sets are. Um, you'll have a pretty good chance to get all of these. I would say you should have no problem getting all of them if you want them. Just be online when they release, and it'll be pretty easy within the first couple hours. After that, things start to get a little shaky depending on the sets. So first up, we have the Off-Road Adventure. This is brought to us by King Creations. This one I really like, and this one pairs well with something King Creations already gave us, and that is the Camping Adventure from Series 3. This set, not only they go together, but they go with the A-frame cabin. And if you have the treehouse, I think it's going to go great with that as well. I think it'll make a really good camping scene or just outdoorsy type scene. Um, so I think this is great. They have a little tent, a car, and this is looks to be the 6 stud wide cars, not like the Speed Champions, which are 8. A lot of different building techniques for the trees. You got at least 3 here, 1, 2, 3. Um, I think it looks great. You got some scenery, and when you pair it with the other ones, I think they do a great job. All around, it's a good view. There's not a bad angle per se for this set. You got some water running, and I really like the whole scene that they're setting here. And when you put it together with the A-frame cabin and with the camping adventure, possibly the treehouse and any other set that kind of looks outdoorsy, even Snow White's cottage if you wanted to, I think they're all just going to look really good. This has 859 total parts. That's just pieces. My guess is this is going to be around $69.99, maybe $74.99, kind of the weird pricing that they might do. Camping Adventure, I can't remember how much this one was. I think it was $59.99. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one is just $10 higher. Next up, we have the Art Factory, and this one, at first glance, seeing it like this, not my favorite because of how thin it is. I obviously they can't be modular, so there's a reasoning behind this very thick base and the thinness of it. I think it looks great from the outside. This kind of building, it reminds me of those what is the sitcom complexes that people have been making with Central Perk and all of those sets. Really reminds me of that. On the backhand side, you can see it looks to be maybe some art studio here. You have a piano, a workout room, an art studio up here. Or so this would be more of like a gallery, and this would be the art studio and somebody doing some photography over here. Here's where it gets interesting. When it's flat, it does close up into an enclosed building. I think that looks absolutely amazing. The problem that people are going to have with it, for better or worse, is that it doesn't fit easily into a city unless you built it to where it can't open up. To each their own. This reminds me of the haunted house roller coaster ride that drops down. That one opens up so you can see what's going on inside, and it's not easy to put into a city layout if you want it to still have that function without a lot of tiles and modifications. So I do think it's great. I absolutely, once seeing that it can close, decided I'm going to get this set. This one has 2,500 pieces, 13 stickers. I think this should come in around the $200 mark. Um, Bricklink, I know people say it's overpriced and whatnot, but they tend to do pretty good on the price per piece that people like to follow. So 229 maybe at its highest, in my opinion. Definitely a buy. And seeing that it closes, it's probably going to sell out. Next up, we have my favorite, and from what I'm seeing is a lot of people's favorite, is the gold mine. This set looks amazing and is something that Lego never gives us, which is kind of Western theme. They don't really do that anymore. And not only that, but a gold mine. I'm a huge fan of some HBO Max shows like Gold Rush and stuff like that. So seeing something similar to that or related to that to me is great. It's modular in the sense that the levels come off, but it's not modular in the sense that it just slots into a city, which it's a gold mine. It wouldn't do that anyways. This should be up in the mountains or something like that. Um, Fantastic set. I think it looks great. The colors are perfect. Everything about it to me is just great. I will be buying probably two of these because it's just one of the coolest Bricklink sets that I've seen them do. And that's just my own personal opinion. This one has 3,500 pieces. So again, with that price per piece, I think it's going to come in around $329.99. Could be wrong, could be lower, could be higher, but I'm thinking $329.99. Hopefully it's at 300, but I like to be a little realistic with these. Next up, we have the Outlaw Forest Den. This one I'm okay with. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's a castle. We get a lot of castles. Um, I can only, use so many castles with the amount of space they take up, and there's a lot of other ones that I still have to build or buy, like the Dungeons and Dragons set. I think this is cool with the light gray bricks up front, the dark gray bricks in the middle, and then black here for the tower. I really like that in the sense that it's different. Um, it this part right here gives me an ominous isle feeling with the mouth that had. Um, you get some good minifigs. If you're a Wolfpack fan, here you go. You're going to be happy. Maybe that's why they made it. They knew it's instantly going to sell with these minifigs on it. It has an open back, but this obviously hinges closed with the hinges right here. So it looks like this part will still be open and maybe over here for some entrances into the cave. So that's interesting that this is left open. You got some neat scenery with the little tavern, it looks like, in here. Um, Great view from the top. I think it's going to slot in nice, especially with some of the other castle sets. It gives me a feeling that looks kind of similar to, I think it might be Series 5, no, Series 3 then. That it could kind of pair up well with this. I know it's not the same kind of sect with these are, not the wolf pack, but I think they look similar enough to where if you wanted them to pair up with each other, they could, especially from this front angle. So I think this is a good set. It comes in with 2,500 pieces. To me, again, this should be at about maybe 219. I would love for it to be at 200, but I don't see that. So I think 219.99 is going to be a decent price for this. I'll buy one and leave the rest to others. I'm not going to worry about two. I'm not going to worry about trying to resell another castle. Lastly, and the next one is one that people seem to be the most split on. It is the Sequoia tree trail. Now, the height of this is about 21 inches, and I think it looks great. I think, again, with the off-road adventure, the camping adventure, even the A-frame cabin, they're all going to go great with this. They've kind of worked on creating a really big scene. Um, and growing up in California, I mean, you've seen the redwoods. These aren't those redwood trees. These are sequoias, but they're very similar, and they do grow incredibly tall. I'm not going to say the minifig is accurate to height because the trees grow, but you can look up some pictures of the sequoias and see how massive they are. I like the little cabin that's here. I like what they did with the trees. I think they did a great job. They have a trail going on, some dates. I'm not sure what those are referencing, but something that Lego or the builder kind of put in there. A cool little cabin, little office for the person to work at. They have little guides going on here. It's just a great set. I know people are gonna hate on it because it looks very maybe plain with the back being so open, but I think the scene is correct. Yeah, you could use a lot more trees, but that it then means a lot more pieces, and it can only reach so many. This one's already at 3,000 pieces, so maybe you can add 965 more pieces to reach that cap in trees, but who knows what that would look like. I think this one should come in maybe 269.99. I think's fair. Obviously, I'd rather it be 200, but that's not realistic. I think 269.99 is going to be roughly around where it should be. 12 stickers, it's not bad. You have it. It looks like these aren't stickers, but again, this is just maybe a render of how it's supposed to look. But these are obviously probably going to be stickers because they don't use printed pieces. So yeah, these are all going to be stickers there. And then you have the stickers that are going to be here. Yeah, but great set. A lot of scenes. This is kind of like a hollowed out tree that you walk through. More trail signs. Great set. Not the best. The best to me is definitely the gold mine. Um, but overall, I think this series is very good. At first, I thought this series was one of the weaker ones until diving in and taking a look. I'm getting at least one of every single one. I'll probably end up buying two of the off-road adventure. I mean, I'll probably end up buying two of all of them except for the forest den. But as far as the rest of these, and maybe not the Sequoia Tree Trail, but these three up here are just so great. I bought two of the campers, so having two little tent sections could be cool in like a little camping area. So yeah, these sets are great. Um, I can't wait for October, but this is 2025 again. We're going to be pre-ordering on 2025 October 6th, and then those go on sale for 21 days or so. That you'll have to buy them unless they sell out first, which the gold mine will likely sell out, and the off-road will likely sell out within the first couple days at the most. So get in there on those first couple hours, get what you want. Again, I have a buying strategy where I buy everything independently, all of them in separate purchases. That way, if I ever need to go back and cancel for any reason, I can cancel that one set. I don't have to cancel my entire order. So if you order them all in 5 and then you end up not being able to afford one, you have to cancel your entire order. If you order them separately, you can cancel that one specific set for the next 5 months and then not have to worry about losing the rest of your order. So there's a lot of different strategies to use when buying all these. In the past two, Lego has also done a double points about 4 or 5 days after the initial crowdfunding starts. So if you do independent purchases and then you realize, hey, look, it's on double points, you can cancel one that hasn't sold out, go buy it for double points, and then you at least get the double points out of it. So you might as well just use any way you can save some money or get some extra points. So that's going to be it for today's video. Again, it's Bricklink Designer Program Series 6. October 6th is the release in 2025. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you comment or have anything to say, I'll definitely reply. I appreciate the comments. And again, just work on getting these because they are great sets. If you don't like them, that's fine too. But if you do like them, you got a long wait, but it's going to be worth it. So thanks again for watching this video.